Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Jimmy Talks. Today we're tackling something we all deal with, or at least fake our way through. How to not suck at adulting in your 20s. If you're anywhere between 18 and 35, you know this decade's a mess. One day you're killing it, the next you're eating cereal out of a mug because all your bowls are dirty. It's chaos, man, but it doesn't have to be a total train wreck. I'm not some life coach or anything, just a guy who stumbled through this crap and figured a few things out. I got kicked out when I was 18, so I had to learn to do this stuff fast, and or else I would have ended up on the street. So let's break it down. Paying bills, keeping your place from turning into a dump, dealing with people, and all that. Stick around. We're keeping it real. So, first off, let's talk about why adulting even feels so hard in your 20s. You're fresh out of school, or maybe still in it, or maybe not in school at all, and suddenly nobody's holding your hand anymore. No parents reminding you to do stuff, no teachers giving you deadlines. It's all on you, and it hits like a truck. I remember being 22 and thinking that I know everything and nobody has to tell me nothing. Then a month later, I forgot to pay my phone bill, and I had to beg the company not to cut me off. It's like life gives you freedom, but also a big fat list of responsibilities you didn't sign up for: bills, groceries, laundry, rent, stuff you never thought about till it's your problem. But here's the thing: you don't have to be perfect at this. You just gotta not suck too bad, and that's what we're gonna work on today. So let's start with the biggest one, which is money. Because if you mess that up, everything else falls apart. Paying bills on time is adulting 101. You're going to do it for the rest of your life. Sounds easy, but it's easy to screw up. Back when I got my first apartment at like 21, I thought I'd just figure it out each month, which is a big mistake. Rent was due on the first, and I'd be scrambling on the third because I spent half my paycheck on dumb shit, and my job barely paid enough hourly to make by, and I was just being lazy and not finding a better job. Here's the move: set up auto pay for the big stuff like your rent, your phone, your internet. Most banks or apps let you do it. It takes 5 minutes and you're not begging your landlord for mercy. For stuff you can't auto pay, like utilities, put a reminder on your phone 2 days before it's due. Give yourself a buffer. Oh, and don't spend everything the second you get paid. I hate when people do this. They buy first and then they invest later. What you need to do is invest first and then buy later. That is really the wealth builder. Leave a chunk, like 20% in your account, so you're not sweating bullets by week 3. You should ideally also have 3 to 6 months savings for emergencies only. Click the money rules video on my channel for that one. It's going more in depth financially on that kind of stuff. I learned that the hard way after a $15 overdraft fee hit me when I tried filling up on gas. Never again. Next up, food. Food. You can't live on fast food or cereal forever. Well, you can, but your body's gonna hate you. And trust me, I've lived this way before. Cooking's not as hard as it looks, and it saves cash. I'm no chef, trust me. I burned water, but got a couple jobs as a cook in that time. I learned a thing or two. But anyways, you don't need to be a fancy chef or even a guy who works at a restaurant. You just need to Google something easy to make recipes. Go on from there. Start with something easy like eggs. Scramble them, fry them, bake them. You can do whatever, really. It's like $8 or $9 for a dozen right now, which is insane. But this price will go down sooner rather than later. Thanks, bird flu, by the way. And then they'll go back to $2 to $3 a dozen. This is really when eggs are the great poor people food. Or I don't like to say poor. I like to say broke or pre-rich. That's all I like to say. Anyways, and you're eating for days off of this. Add some toast and you've got a meal. Another one I lean on is pasta with jarred sauce. Boil noodles, dump sauce, and you're done. Typically, this can be under $5. Feeds you twice, maybe 3 times. Add a protein of your choice. Pork is usually the cheapest out there, and then chicken, and then beef. But point is, just keep it simple. You don't need a Pinterest recipe with like 20 ingredients or something unless you're trying to impress a chick, but whatever. Stock a few basics though, like rice, canned stuff, some spices, and you're not door dashing your paycheck away. DoorDash is honestly such a ripoff. I refuse to use it because it's insane fees. But anyways, all right, let's talk about keeping your apartment livable, whether it's your own or you have roommates. Your 20s are when you figure out nobody's cleaning up after you anymore. Dishes pile up, laundry's a mountain. It's a vibe, but it's a bad one. Here's how I stopped living like a slob. Do one thing a day. Doesn't have to be a full spring cleaning. Just wash a few plates, toss some trash, run a load of socks. Takes 10 minutes and your place doesn't turn into a biohazard. Just do a little bit of cleaning every day. I had this roommate once, cool guy, but he'd leave pizza boxes out just for weeks. He had every single cup from our kitchen on his room table because he was too lazy to walk it downstairs to the sink. Kind of a nasty guy. The room smelled like a landfill, so I started this rule: clean as you go. Cook something, wipe the counter right after. Spill something, grab a towel. Keeps the chaos in check. Oh, and get a cheap vacuum, like $30 at Walmart. It's 5 minutes on the floor, and it's like you're a functioning human. Even better is getting a hand-sized vacuum to clean off your furniture or the inside of your car. I get a cleaner called Mr. Awesome at the dollar store. It's only $1. Cleans off everything. No need for Windex either. Just sprinkle a light amount of water on a mirror and then scrub it really hard. You'll see all the little marks go away. Now, this is a big one that I don't seem to have people or hear people talking about. It's dealing with people, because adulting's not just about you, it's about not pissing everyone else off. Roommates, coworkers, that random guy at the store who bumped into you. It's a minefield. Biggest thing, don't be a jerk over small stuff. Keep a cool head. Don't get mad over something you can't control. I used to get heated if my roommate left dishes out or was blaring his TV so loud I could feel the walls shake, like literally. Full on arguments with this guy. Waste of energy. Instead, just say something like, hey, can you grab those later? Or hey, can you quiet down a little bit? Most people aren't trying to ruin your day, they're just lazy or distracted. Same at work. Boss forgets to reply, coworker's loud, whatever. Let it slide unless it's a pattern. Pick your battles, man. I learned that after a roommate was getting heated at me because a pipe burst in our house, and the landlord, who didn't want to clean the mess up, even though he lived in the same house as us, made the whole entire living room carpet wet. And he gave us a carpet cleaner, and he told us to go get all the water up. I was like, no, bro, you're the landlord. You clean up the damages on your property. That is not at the fault of us. I got stuff to do. And it's kind of selfish in retrospect, but I mean, also I'm right. That is the landlord's duty. I pay him rent, and they take care of the property. Anyways, my roommate got mad at me and for not listening to the landlord. He shoved me and stomped me on my foot for not helping him with the task the landlord was supposed to do. Weird little guy. He's about twice my age and half my size. Anyways, I told him if he tried hitting me again, I'd pull out the pocket knife I always keep on me and I was just going to stab him. Yeah, a bit of a crash out reaction, and this was nearing over 6 years ago now, but anyways, the cops dragged me to a jail cell for a night. I had to find somewhere else to live, even though he was the one who assaulted me, and all I said was I was going to stab him if he does anything again. I didn't actually put a finger on him. And I could only go back to the house to get my stuff out if I had a police escort. Hey, I'll say this though. I was super respectful to the cops, and it worked out in my favor when the courthouse just dropped the charges. A measly harassment charge, which in the state I lived in, it's only a ticketable offense. It's not even a misdemeanor. It's like a traffic offense. Oh well, live and learn. Basically, giant waste of time. Try to get along with folks and speak to each other respectfully. I still think I was pretty valid in my reactions to everything in that situation, though, so not sure why they targeted me so much. I must have offended them in some way, but anyways, next up, jobs. Let's hit on jobs real quick. Your 20s are when you're stuck in that entry-level hell phase. It's like low pay, dumb tasks, no respect. Don't stress if it sucks, because it's normal. Seriously, it's normal. First job I had was making coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. $12 an hour. Spilled it on myself daily. Lots of free coffee, though, and a guaranteed 40 hours a week, which can be hard to find sometimes if you have no skills on your resume, or certifications, or no degree. Point is, show up, do the bare minimum, and you'll move up, or you'll move out. Just keep an eye on what you actually like doing, though. If you hate desk jobs, try something hands-on, like construction or driving, whatever. Love talking? Sales, maybe. I don't know. Don't walk into misery because it's an adult thing. I bounced from that coffee job to something better in 6 months, and then something better than that in a couple months. Dude, I had like 20 different jobs because I didn't settle. I always went wherever the highest pay was. Also, if you can, try to pick up every time, if you can, of course. Every so often, it can seriously boost your cash flow, which is super important. Next up, sleep. Don't skip it. Sounds lame, but your 20s are when you think you're invincible. Pulling all-nighters, chugging energy drinks. I did that too, gaming till 3 a.m., then dragging through work. Felt like death. Got 6 hours of sleep minimum. 7's better. Your brain's not mush. You're not snapping at people. It's a cheat code. Set an alarm to wind down, like phone off at midnight. Saved my sanity when I started doing that. It's more important than you think. Money, again, saving a little. You don't need a fortune, but stash something. $10 a week, whatever you can. I started that after blowing my first tax refund on nothing. $300 gone, no clue where. Open a savings account, toss $20 a month in there if you can. Just build up slow. But when your car breaks or rent spikes, you're not screwed. Ideally, you'd put this in a high yield savings account so your money can grow. These are low interest, like 3 to 4%, but still, your money is growing for you somehow. Put it on auto pay, set it and forget it. Point is, don't be that guy with $0 in the bank at 30. That's silly. Laundry. Quick tip, don't let it pile up till you're sniffing shirts to find the least bad one. I've been there. Week 3, wearing gym shorts to work. Wash a load every Sunday, takes an hour. Get $5 detergent from the store, skip the fancy stuff. Fold it or don't, I don't really care. Just don't live out of the dryer. Keeps you from looking like you gave up. This also goes hand in hand with showering. Do it every day, man. I've met some young dudes at jobs and even at school who just smelled like ass. A bar of soap is like $2, man. Just go take a shower every day. I know this sounds like something that doesn't need explaining, but some people genuinely don't know to do that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Finally, the last big one, asking for help. Your 20s can feel like you have a lot to prove. You know, you got it all together. I'm big and bad, this and that. I know everything. Newsflash, you don't know everything, and nobody knows what they're doing half the time. You're locked out, just call a friend, not a $100 locksmith. Job's killing you, talk to someone who's been there. One time my car stalled and broke on the road. It was a massive piece of shit. I only paid $500 for it. Sat on the sidewalk till like a chump till I remembered my friend's number with a truck and an auto tower. He saved my ass. I paid him afterwards, even though he told me not to. Saved me $150 and a night outside. Point is, lean on people. It's not weak, it's smart. Future vibes. What's this all build to? Adulting in your 20s isn't about nailing it every single day. It's about not drowning. Pay your stuff, eat decent, keep your head straight, and you're golden. By 30, you'll laugh at how dumb you were, but you'll have stories. I'm still figuring this out myself, man. Last week I forgot to clean the litter box before work, and my cat left me a nice little surprise in front of the box. It happens. Just keep moving. How do you start? Just pick one thing. Tomorrow, set a bill reminder and cook something basic. Eggs or something. Small wins stack up. Don't try to fix it all at once. You'll burn out. I started with auto pay, and then I added laundry. Took months, but it stuck. You've got this. 20s are messy, but they're yours. Wrapping it up, for adulting to not suck means handling money, food, your place, people, all without losing it. Little steps like auto pay, cook easy, clean quick, chill out. What's your worst adulting fail? Drop it in the comments, hit like if this gave you something, and subscribe for more general life advice. See you next time. Jimmy Talks out.